Good morning, children. Today's topic is Roman numerals. What are these Roman numerals? Roman numeral system uses letters of English alphabet to represent numbers. So here is a tabulation you can see very carefully. I, V, X, L, C, D, M. These are the English alphabets for which the numeric value is given. 1. I means 1. V means 5. X means 10. L means 50. C means 100. D means 500. M means 1000. So these are the English letters for which numeric values are given over here, and these are always permanent. Remember this tabulation clearly, children. Now let us learn how to represent higher numbers using the Roman numeral system. There are certain rules for writing this Roman numerals, children. The first rule. So rules, you have to pay complete attention. Without rules, you cannot write the numeric value of the any number given in Roman numerals. So please pay attention, children. What is the first rule? Letters I, X, C and M can be repeated up to 3 times. What does it mean here? These 4 letters I, X, C, M can be repeated up to 3 times. Observe the examples given here. I is equal to 1 plus 1. What is the value of I from the tabulation? 1. So 1 plus 1, 2. Then X. What is the value of X from the tabulation? 10. So let us come back. 10 plus 10, 20. C. What does it mean? What is the value, numeric value of C from the tabulation? C value is 100. So let us come back. What is C here? 100 plus 100 plus 100, which is 300. Okay, children. So what is the rule here? Letters I, X, C, M can be repeated up to 3 times. Now what is the note given over here? Letters V, L, D are never repeated. Repetition of Roman numeral means addition. It is very clearly mentioned that only I, X, C, M are repeated up to 3 times. But V, L, D are never repeated. What is the value of V? 5. What is the value of L? 50. What is the value of D? 500. I am telling you the numeric values from this tabulation, children. So these letters are never repeated. Only the letters which are repeated are I, X, C and M. So even when letters are repeating, what is the operation to be performed? Addition. So here is a note. Repetition of Roman numeral means addition. One more example, children. M. What does it mean? 1000 plus 1000. 2000. So now let us move to rule number 2. So children, what is rule number 2? Whenever a letter of smaller value is written to the right of the letter of greater value, the values of both the letters are added. What does this mean? What is this letter? V. What is this letter? I. What is the letter value, numeric value of this letter? V means 5, as we discussed in the tabulation. I means 1. So come back and observe the definition. Whenever a letter of smaller value, what is a smaller in this? Which letter is smaller? I is a smaller. I is 1, V is 5. Whenever a letter of smaller value is written to the right side of the letter of greater value. Can you see, children? Greater value is V. Smaller value is I. So whenever smaller value is written on the right side of the greater value, the values of both letters are added. This is rule 2, children. So what is the greater value? 5. What is the smaller value? 1. So 5 plus 1, 6. So this is why we represent 6 like this. Roman numeral 6 means V and 1. Now what is the second example? C X X X. What is C? C is greater value. What is the numeric value of C? 100. What is the numeric value of XXX? 10 only. These are all smaller. This is greater. So what is the rule says here? Whenever the smaller value comes on the right side of the greater value, the values must be added. And can you observe, children? There is her rule number 1 over here. What is that rule number 1? Only X, I, V, X, M are repeated up to 3 times. Yes, there is a repetition of X up to 3 times. Did you observe it, children? We discussed rule number 1. Okay, now let's come back to example 2 of rule number 2 as it is. So this is greater value. This is smaller values. 100 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10. 130. The values are added. Now let us observe example 3. What is happening in example 3? Observe, children. L, X, X, I. What is the value of I? Sorry, what is the value of L? 50, which is greater than X. What is the value of X? 10. Is it right, children? So this is larger and this is smaller. And again comes, if you compare these two, this is greater and this is smaller because X value is 10, I value is 1. Is it right? But still, this is greater, L is greater compared to X, X and 1. So addition has to be performed. 50 plus 10 plus 10 plus 1. 71. Hope this rule is clear, children. Once again, you can read the statement. Whenever a letter of smaller value is written to the right of the letter of greater values, the values of both the letters are to be added. These are the 3 examples I discussed. Now let us move to rule number 3. So here is rule 3, children. Observe it. Whenever a letter of smaller value is written to the left of the letter of greater value, smaller value is written to the left of the greater value. The value of the smaller letter is subtracted from that of greater letter. So smaller letter is written on the left of the greater letter. Then what you have to perform? What operation? Subtraction. Okay, children, this is rule 3. In this rule 3, we have certain notes, very important notes. So let us move to first note of rule 3. V, L, D are never subtracted. Okay. What does it mean? V, L. What is this V, L? 50. L means 50. V means 5. So this is smaller and this is greater. As this is smaller and this is greater, according to the rule, what is happening when small value is on the left side of greater value, you can subtract is the rule. Okay, let us subtract 50 minus 5, 45. Do you think it is correct, children? No, it is wrong. Why it is wrong? Because of the note here. V, L, D are never subtracted. Then how shall we write 45 in Roman numeral? Observe this. X, L, V. X means 10. 10. L means 50. This is smaller, this is greater. So when smaller is on the left side of the greater, you can subtract. V, L, D are never subtracted, but L and X can be subtracted. So 50 minus 10. And what is this next comes? V. V is 5. Again greater and smaller. When greater and smaller comes, addition plus 5. So this is a combination of rule 3 and rule 2, children. Here greater and smaller value comes. Here greater and smaller value on the left side comes. So left side is a smaller letter. Here you have to apply rule 3. And L and V, it is greater and smaller. Here rule number 2 you are applying. So these two are subtracted. The result of these two is added to V. So that's why 50 minus 10 plus 5 is 45. So how to represent 45? This is correct way of writing, children. What is a way of representing 45? XLV, but not VL. There is no meaning with VL because VL and D are never subtracted together. Is it clear, children? Yes, it takes time for you to understand. Please kindly pay attention and analyze carefully. Very simple. Now let us observe note 2. Now note 2 is also interesting, children. The numeral I can be subtracted from V and X only. Okay, according to the note, let us try one example. This is I and this is L. L is greater value, I is smaller value. So according to the rule 3, if left side smaller value is there, you can perform subtraction. Yes, left side smaller value is there. Greater value is here on the right side of smaller. We can do subtraction. 50 minus 149. Is it correct, children? No, it is not correct. Why? Because of the note mentioned. Even the rule states that smaller value is on the left side, you can subtract. But what is the important note is here explaining? I can never be subtracted from V and X. I'm sorry, I can be subtracted only from V and X. You cannot subtract I from L. That's why 50 minus 1 is wrong. Then what is a way of representing 49? Let us see. X, L, I, X. Now what is this X and L? This is greater, this is smaller because this is 10, this is 50. So 50 minus 10 I have written. If this is greater and I is smaller, again here rule 2 is applicable. Greater and smaller on the right side. Smaller is on the right side of greater. Addition. Here again smaller and greater. Again rule 3 is applicable. I can be subtracted. Here what did he say? I can be subtracted from V and X only. So I can be subtracted from X here. What is happening here? Rule 3. Here rule 2. Here again rule 3. Overall applicable on note 2 of rule 3. So L and X, 50 minus 10. L next X and 1. 10 minus 1, 9. So sum of these two. 40 plus 9, 49. Hope you are clear with why minus plus minus are coming over here. This is rule 3. This is rule 2. This is rule 3. Why? Smaller value is on the left side of greater value. Smaller value is on the right side of the greater value comes rule 2. Again greater value is on the right side of smaller comes again rule 3. Here smaller is on the left side comes rule 3. So 3 rules are applicable. So first perform XL, then perform IX subtraction. The result of these two will be addition. That is rule 2. Yes, it is time taking children to understand and analyze. Slowly take time and analyze, children. There is nothing wrong taking time. Okay, children. So we will stop here. Almost we have discussed 3 points. In this third point we have further few more notes. We will discuss further. But right now concentrate on these notes. Thank you, children.